garage packed with over 7,000 supercars, palace so enormous it could swallow an entire city, yachts longer than skyscrapers are tall, and jets so lavish they're literally flying palaces. This isn't fiction, it's the everyday reality of the Arab world's most powerful tycoons. These rulers don't just spend money, they bend reality with it. From golden thrones in the sky to private islands carved with their names, their fortunes blur the line between legend and life. But the question is, who among them spends wealth so recklessly it feels like they're casting off a curse? Stay with us, because today we're diving into the top 10 most outrageous luxuries of Arab royalty. And trust me, by the end of this video, your idea of rich will never be the same again. And before we begin, make sure you subscribe to Luxurish, because what you're about to see is just the beginning of a world where palaces, power, and perfection collide. Some billionaires collect cars. Prince Turki bin Abdullah turned his garage into a golden legend. Imagine a fleet of supercars so rare and expensive they'd already make headlines. Lamborghinis, Bentleys, Rolls-Royces, even Bugattis. Now, picture them all painted in the same blinding gold-yellow hue. Mobile kingdom, gleaming under the desert sun. Turkey didn't just park them in Riyadh. He flew them by private plane across continents, shipping the entire fleet to London, Paris, and Geneva. Wherever he stayed, in luxury hotels that cost more than most people's homes per night, his golden cars lined the entrance like a royal army. Crowds would stop, cameras would flash, and the message was clear: the prince had arrived. But the spectacle came with a dark twist. In 2017, during Saudi Arabia's sweeping anti-corruption purge, Prince Turki vanished from the public stage, and with him, so did his golden fleet. Some say the cars were seized, others believe they remain hidden in private vaults. For a brief moment, however, the world witnessed what it looked like when one man turned an entire city street into his personal golden showroom. King Mohammed VI of Morocco isn't just a ruler, he's the guardian of some of the most breathtaking palaces on earth. With a personal fortune between $5 and $8 billion, his wealth isn't locked in stocks or companies. It's carved into stone, marble, and mosaic, spread across an entire kingdom. At the heart of his empire lies the royal palace of Rabat, a fortress-like residence that is as much a seat of power as it is a display of unimaginable luxury. Its sprawling courtyards are filled with fountains, private gardens, and halls lined with intricate Islamic mosaics crafted by hand. Walls shine with marble, ceilings glitter with gold plasterwork, and every inch radiates grandeur. But Rabat is only one jewel in his crown. The king owns 12 other palaces across Morocco, each a masterpiece blending Islamic architecture with royal opulence. From Marrakesh to Fez, every palace is a self-contained kingdom with armies of chefs, craftsmen, technicians, and security teams. Miniature nations maintained at staggering cost. Among them is the legendary Buznica Palace, super residence stretching nearly 70,000 square meters, worth tens of millions on its own. Its walls echo with centuries of Moroccan heritage, yet its luxuries are entirely modern. Private spas, banquet halls, and grand salons reserved for world leaders. Mohammed bin Zayed, often known simply as MBZ, isn't just royalty. He's one of the most powerful figures in the Middle East. With a personal fortune of $3.5 billion, he already sits among the world's richest royals. But his real influence? It comes from his control of the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, a sovereign wealth fund worth more than $100 billion. That's not just wealth, it's generational power. His residence in Abu Dhabi, majestic Qasr Al Watan, is a modern wonder designed to impress anyone who steps through its colossal gates. Built at a cost of more than $1 billion, the palace gleams in white marble, crowned with golden domes that shine under the desert sun. Inside are vast banquet halls, libraries, and meeting rooms that have hosted some of the most important global leaders of the 21st century. Every chandelier sparkles with thousands of crystals. Every wall is hand-carved with Islamic designs, and every corridor whispers one thing: supremacy. But MBZ's empire stretches far beyond land. At sea, he commands the Rabdan, a 141-meter super yacht worth around $300 million. Unlike ordinary yachts designed for pleasure, the Rabdan is part palace, part fortress. It comes with armored protection, secret meeting rooms, an infinity pool, and interiors that rival five-star resorts. For MBZ, it's not just a boat, it's a floating stronghold of luxury and security. In the skies, his fleet is just as jaw-dropping. His private collection of Boeing 747-400s and Airbus A340s has been refitted into flying palaces, collectively worth more than $700 million. These jets aren't just luxurious, they're fortified with the highest levels of security, making them airborne fortresses. Step inside and you'll find marble-lined bathrooms, gold accents, sprawling lounges, and meeting halls where global deals are negotiated at 40,000 feet. Few men have transformed a nation the way Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, has. With an estimated fortune of $14 billion, his wealth is staggering. But his true achievement lies in how he turned a desert wasteland into a global capital of luxury, technology, and power. At the heart of his world is the legendary Zabil Palace, a sprawling royal estate surrounded by immaculate gardens and fortified walls. It's not just a home, it's the center of his empire. Inside, every room drips with grandeur, gilded chandeliers, hand-woven carpets, and ceremonial halls that reflect a ruler who sees himself not just as a monarch, but as a visionary of the future. But Dubai itself is the clearest reflection of his ambition. The Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest tower, the Palm Islands shaped from the sea, and the Burj Al Arab, the world's most luxurious hotel, are all monuments tied to his rule. Each project cost billions, each one reshaped global skylines, and each one screams of a leader who doesn't just live in luxury. He builds it for the entire world to see. His personal luxuries are no less jaw-dropping. On the water, Sheikh Mohammed commands the 162-meter super yacht Dubai, valued at nearly $400 million. It's one of the largest yachts ever built, equipped with multiple swimming pools, a helipad, glass staircase, and interior designs that rival palaces. To sail aboard this vessel is to float inside a city of opulence. His real estate empire stretches far beyond the Gulf, from a mansion in London worth hundreds of millions to a castle in Scotland to luxury villas across Europe and the United States. His global property portfolio alone is valued at over $1 billion. Each estate is a fortress of wealth, a retreat where he can live privately while still surrounded by unimaginable luxury. Just 39 years old, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, better known as MBS, has become one of the most powerful and controversial figures on the planet. His personal fortune is estimated at $58 billion, but his real influence comes from the Saudi Public Investment Fund, which he controls, worth a staggering $800 billion. That makes him not just a billionaire, but a man with the financial power of entire nations at his fingertips. His official residence, Al Yamama Palace in Riyadh, is a world unto itself. The sprawling complex boasts marble fountains, private gardens, and golden halls designed for entertaining heads of state and royalty. To enter the palace is to step into the very core of Saudi power, where decisions that shape global oil markets and politics are made. But Mbis's most jaw-dropping possession in Europe is the Louis XIV Palace near Paris, valued at over $300 million. This mansion, often called the most expensive house in the world, looks like a 17th century chateau, but it hides cutting-edge modern technology. Behind its gilded fountains and frescoed ceilings are secret high-tech systems, an underground cinema, advanced climate controls, and security features fit for a ruler whose enemies stretch across the globe. From gold-plated palaces to flying fortresses in the sky, the Arab tycoons have redefined what it means to live in unimaginable wealth. Each one rules not just through money but through spectacle, transforming deserts into empires and empires into legacies. But their stories reveal more than excess. Behind the billions lies power, ambition, and the desire to be remembered. Some use their fortunes to craft cities from sand, others to collect treasures the world will never see again. And in every case, their lifestyles prove one thing: when wealth knows no limits, life itself becomes a stage. So now the question turns to you. If you had access to this kind of unlimited fortune, would you build golden palaces, collect fleets of supercars, or create a legacy that outlives you? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Luxrish, because we're just getting started uncovering the most extreme, untold stories of wealth, power, and luxury on Earth.